It's like the way Derrick Lewis fights. It's always like, he's like, oh, hey, hold up, opponent. I got to have my feet this way, and I got to plant them like this, and I got to stand because my back, and if you just stand still, I can knock you. That's what they do in the Power Slap League. Below the beanie, don't be a weenie. Watch below the beanie. I got to come correct. And if I ever misspeak and I'm just running at the mouth a little bit too much and I'm having a good time going off the dome or whatever, below the beanie, the way I like giving it to you, sometimes it comes back around. Sometimes I'm cutting clips. I want to upload something to the shorts. Sometimes people leave a comment or whatever like that. And I got to look at things in perspective. And I got to make wrongs right. I'm always willing to do that. I'm not trying to lead anyone astray. And I've been talking papas over the years about Derrick Lewis. I've been talking about where he stands right now in the UFC. The things that have, the days gone by. The bleak looking future, if any, that fool still has. I talk about his back. I talk about all his ailments. I talk about his footing, his footwork or lack thereof, his immobility. I talk about how he's donezo. I know that fool has 13 knockouts. But the biggest hitters that dude has lately is on Instagram. And I think it's very ironic. And I think it's a little bit sad, to be honest with you. I was putting the pieces together the other day. I was sitting at my proverbial table putting that 1,000-piece jigsaw together the other day. It's a big dude. And there's a lot of different pieces that you got to come out from different angles to do his respect. To make sure that I'm doing my due diligence and honoring everything that the big dude has brought to the sport. The Shaquille O'Neal of the UFC. And I came to a realization. And it blew my beanie. Every time that Derrick Lewis is on there posting, talking about these other dudes getting hurt, these other dudes in pain, these other dudes in agony, these other dudes that had some type of an accident, an incident, these other dudes that ran into some unfortunate set of circumstances, it's the same thing. He's okay. He's okay. He's okay. He's okay. I'm scrolling. He's okay. He's okay. I already know that some of you are piecing it together before I even had to lay it out for you. And there's not a whole lot of subliminality about it. It's right there under our noses. That fool's living vivaciously through his posts. He's living vivaciously through these other dudes that supposedly are hurt. Derrick Lewis is talking about himself. He's saying, I'm okay. Derrick Lewis is okay. That fool has had his career has been in turmoil the last few years. He's trying to tell you, I'm okay. And it made me feel for that dude. And I felt a little bit bad because, like I said, I'm always talking papas. I'm always having a good time. I'm making my observations. I'm like, what's this dude doing? But I came to a realization today. It just happened today. It's not over. It's not over for Derrick Lewis because I caught onto a mentality. And I looked at the rosters. I looked at his physicality. I looked at the last several matches. I look at the things to come and I realize it's not over. There's still time for that fool. There's still matches for that fool. And there's still a championship for that fool. I know you think I'm crazy. I know there's Derrick Lewis fanboys out there. I know there's fools that got a lot of love for him. Always hitting those likes and whatnot. But I start talking about a championship, you're like, oh, okay, dude. All right, look. We love Derrick Lewis, but you went a little bit too far. Nah. There's not only is there still time for Derrick Lewis, there's a championship in the future. All right? All you fools out there buying the t-shirts, shaking your heads at me now, who's the real doubters now? I'm out here I'm telling you now, he's okay. He's okay. And yes, I'm not just talking about 2, 3, 4 more fights, couple more knockouts maybe, couple more jokes on the mic. I'm talking about a championship, homie. Now here's where we might part ways. And here's where some people might be like, hey, man, that's not what I'm looking for. I didn't know you were going to come from that way. Look, We takes what we could take out here, all right? And the championship I'm talking about right here for Derrick Lewis is the slap fighting championship. The power slap fighting championship. It's been waiting for Derrick Lewis. And Derrick Lewis has been waiting for it. I said in a comment earlier today, I forgot what video it was on. I think on the UFC page, I don't know. They posted something, and I was like, and I said this before I even came to the realization. I posted, Derrick Lewis might as well just join the power slap, because that's what he's been doing for the last several years. And I was like, Derrick Lewis should join the power slap league, because that's what he's been doing for years. I was out here just clowning, I was over here making my short. I don't know if you saw that I made a new short today on the other channel, on the Mexican Martial Arts channel. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. That's not what this video is about right now. But I was editing, and I saw that, and I was like, man, that fool, and I put it down. I was like, all right, hold up. Talking about Royce Gracie being the dirtiest fighter of all time. Wait a minute. Derrick Lewis has been power slapping fools for the last several years. Jorge Masvidal realized, I'm never going to get that UFC championship. I'm not going to get it. It's not going to happen. So then, lo and behold, BMF title changes that fool's life. And he ain't never going to put it on the line again. Fool's coming left and right out the woodwork trying to take that title. He's like, stop it. Stop it. We said it was a one-time thing, and it's a one-time thing. Stop trying to take it from me. It's only what I'm going to get, fools. You don't understand one-time thing or what? Dana? Remember you told him it was a one-time thing? Tell these fools. Stop making me have to tell them. It's a one-time thing. Leave him alone. Let him have what he could get. But they made that for Jorge Masvidal. Hey, it's the same kind of thing for Derrick Lewis out here. Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz, they were getting down like what? Like the BMF kind of thing. They weren't going to get the title. That's just the way it was going to go down. It wasn't going to happen. They chose that life for themselves. The way they like to fight and or not fight in the middle of a fight and take a bunch of damage. They chose that Tony Ferguson type of trajectory. So they made the BMF. Okay, we got Derrick Lewis. Most knockouts in UFC history. Regardless of weight division. Derrick Lewis, 13 knockouts. And I talk about it before. A fool stands there like Justin Gaethje. Rock'em sock'em. Just stand there flat-footed. We got a league specifically for that now. It makes no sense for Derrick Lewis to not make that lateral change now. And somebody said in the comments, you want him to lower himself like that to get that 2 for 2? You want him to go down 2 to show up, 2 to win? And I said, hey, fool, listen, you get a big name in there like that, the money's going to get bigger. They need Derrick Lewis, and Derrick Lewis needs him. It's a mutual necessity. Everybody wins, except the fool that Derrick Lewis is slapping. That's the way Derrick Lewis fights. It's like that puncher's chance. You get that one shot. Hey, that's what the Power Slap League is. You stand there, you get one shot. It's like the way Derrick Lewis fights. It's always like, he's like, oh, hey, hold up, opponent. I got to have my feet this way, and I got to plant them like this, and I got to stand because my back, and if you just stand still, I can knock you. That's what they do in the Power Slap League. You even have Mark thinks he's Goddard, specifically telling him, make sure you stand here, plant your feet here, make sure you lean down. That's what Derrick Lewis needs. There's still time for Derrick Lewis. The Power Slap League just came onto the scene. He's been fighting Power Slap League style for years. He didn't even know this was going to come onto the radar. It makes perfect sense. They need each other. They want each other. And all you fools out there that keep hating on the Power Slap League, you thought it was so funny. You thought it was so cool when you were sharing it on your Facebook and tagging the homies on Instagram and putting it on Twitter. Hey, look at all these funny Russians. This is crazy. Look at these dudes. These fools are psycho. That's crazy. Oh, man. Woo! But then UFC does it. Oh, that's barbaric. Oh, no. Oh, no. We can't watch that. Did you hear what Sean O'Malley said? Sean O'Malley said we shouldn't watch that because of brain damage. No. Bunch of hypocrites, I'm telling you. You want your boy Derrick Lewis to have to stop coming out. He's okay. Goose Fraba. He's okay. Let that fool get a title in the Power Slap League.